What's up, guys? Welcome to a special showdown edition of our favorite league, the Champions League, here on the New Age DFS channel. Hope you guys had a successful Premier League weekend. I know most of our members did, having a fun weekend, especially on Sundays. But let's take a look at this showdown slate. Gonna talk cash plays and maybe a little bit of strategy and just see what we can get here. So Man City are minus 222 favorites. Will be De Bruyne and Mahrez splitting in this team. And then for Real Madrid will be Cruz, your favorite player.
Yep.
So captains, you're probably wanting to captain one in cash. Obviously, GPP. We'll talk a little bit of both, but in cash, you're captaining probably De Bruyne. But if not Mahrez, this is the first time we've seen De Bruyne more than Mahrez for a while.
Better.
He has been, for sure, but they are expensive, but they are clearly the two best players in this game, not close.
Mm-hmm.
So the front three is Sterling also. He's expensive. I don't know if you can fit him.
I doubt he plays.
He's in projected on both sites. I don't know
who
would play
last
instead.
weekend though, which just makes me a little. It's Pep too. You know he's gonna do something weird. Like Bernardo.
I'm sure he'll overthink it somehow. Seriously could be, which Gundogan also played, but it could just be Bernardo playing, Foden on the wing, and then Gundogan in the mid. But
if it's Sterling, Mahrez, De Bruyne.
If it's Sterling, Mahrez, De Bruyne, you're in trouble because. I mean, that's
doable.
It's doable for sure, but is it worth having Sterling over like a Zinchenko or something, which we'll get to later? We'll see. Yeah. Benzema's just been on fire in the Champions League. But Champions League, he's been on fire. Real Madrid coming off some rest because of the Copa del Rey final, so they didn't have to play in La Liga. Rested Benzema. Do you think that means they come out rusty or they're nice and fresh?
I think fresh, but even saying that, I still think he's a hard play because it's Man City. I always assume that Man City is going to win comfortably every game, and most of the time they do.
Yeah. So Benzema probably just strictly GPP.
Yeah.
Him and Sterling. I don't know if you play either of them.
Jesus, if he's in,
weekend. Just had a nice 50 burger. Wasn't really that. We talked about him. We said he's the guy to go to on City, so hopefully you guys tailed that. But we'll see if he plays coming off a crazy game. Vinicius is interesting. It's not obviously the ideal matchup, but if Real Madrid are going to score, it's going to be on the counter. Probably something having to do with him.
Or Benzema, or both.
Right. So, GPP build captain Vinicius, Benzema, something like that, and then run it with 4 City guys, Foden, all right, so he's probably the toughest guy to deal with. I think, normally before this season, he was just a play in cash no matter what on City slates. But now he's just like another boom-bust GPP forward, right?
Yeah, for sure. And he's been one of the colder of those Man City forwards in terms of goal contributions.
But he's definitely going to play because he got rested. He did have that, he didn't actually get points against Atleti in the second leg, but he was definitely instrumental in that second leg where, they were attacking him.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but I'd rather have the points.
Gundogan is a little pricey. I don't know if it'd have to be a really specific lineup, but I'm not going to do it. Same with Bernardo. I'm sure people will always find their way to go to him, but I don't know how you can pay that here.
He's been good in the UCL. That's been his bread and butter.
I think you want him further forward. If you don't want him at center mid.
Yeah.
Keep on going here. Goalkeeper. So you love your goalkeepers. You love Ederson.
Yep. Although he did not do the business last weekend.
So, in cash, I don't know if I've been trying, obviously, to avoid goalkeepers. I don't know if this game has that many points other than goals. That's just, if it's 2-0. If it's 2-0, Ederson's in the win.
Yes, I agree with that. Like, yeah.
Like if it's
I
1-0, Ederson's in the win. I don't see this game. I mean, maybe it is, and you can always build for this in GPP, but I don't see this game being 3-2. That just doesn't seem like a Man City kind of game.
No, but I feel like Real Madrid can definitely like Real Madrid. I never understand them. Like they go from having 0-0 to like 3-2, like they had last Chelsea game, and
Yeah.
like if they like try to play actual football instead of just sitting back, then they're definitely capable of being a high scoring game. But I just don't see them doing that here. But then you never know with them. That's why I do multiple builds GPP.
I think Real Madrid are just going to try and survive the first leg away and play in the second leg for once. But so that's why I'm leaning like 5-1, 4-2 Man City in cash. Just with or with not Ederson is the question. Modric is more than Cruz, which is kind of interesting, but I am not playing Modric in cash.
He's been good.
He's been a
Look at that.
second leg merchant
Even
with
the
these.
first leg in Chelsea wasn't bad. It's just 3 games in a row.
Yeah, but I can't do it. Cruz is probably going to be the chalk popular piece for cash. I know you hate him and you wouldn't play him, but
Yeah.
I know like he's just so right?
Yes,
Especially in a
exactly.
game where they're not going to attack. So he's probably a play in cash unless you see Asensio, you probably playing Cruz and Showdown.
Even if
cash.
people see Asensio, they're still playing Kroos. Like people just plug him in those kinds of contests and they take his 7. But me, I'm more ambitious. I want more than just a 7.
Yeah. Kyle Walker's gonna play. I just never a Kyle Walker guy. He's been all right recently, but you're hoping for a clean sheet, and that's about it with him. So might as well play a center
Couple
back.
of tackles.
Zinchenko is probably a guy you're playing for sure
I
in
like him a
cash. I mean, you're playing him. Now, they could do some funny business. I don't know if they will with Ake being injured, but they could do some funny business to somehow find a way to rest Zinchenko. But I don't know. If he's playing, I'm playing him in cash for sure. Definitely my, like, Kate, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Zinchenko would be my first 3. Keep going. Carvajal. You like Carvajal, don't you?
He's all right. I mean, I don't like picking fullbacks against Man City because they don't get up high enough to cross. And Carval's not the biggest crosser, regardless.
Yeah. So it says Ake's not out. He came off the bench. So that could be the thing they do is play Ake at left back and Walker at right back to bench Zinchenko. That would be worst case scenario because Ake, we saw in that game versus Brighton, he had the chance to cross like a million times and he would just elect to cut the ball back to someone else to cross it or something. So
yeah.
that's
and he's not 3K anymore either. He's
exactly. I'm not paying 5K for Ake. I'll pay 56 for Zinchenko, but not 5K for Ake. Keep on going down here. You liked Courtois. My philosophy is to not play goalies versus Man City, but you don't care about that.
I mean, I it's more Courtois I like picking than the Man City rule since he just mashes in the away legs like every time. He's the way Real Madrid plays.
I think you want we saw Man City against Athletic was 0-0. That's what you're wanting from Courtois is 0-0 in a few saves because most of Man City's shots on target are goals.
Yeah.
Keep on going down here. Interesting. David Alaba, if you're playing GPP for a free kick, he takes the free kicks. We saw him score. I don't think it was a free kick, but he can score. It's very tilting when he does, but especially when he's at center back. Diaz, he's not 3K like you said about Ake. You prefer these guys when they're a little cheaper. Casemiro, you like
questionable. He's a good
he's a guy you want in this game because he has to
solid.
get tackles.
Yeah.
But the problem is you're probably starting with -2 before the game starts with him.
I mean, even then, he still just gets there.
Right? You'll take an 8
he's got a similar floor to Tony Kroos, and he's cheaper.
Right. Less upside, but
Don't give me that. Kroos has like 0 offside.
Keep on going. Laporte, I wouldn't fault anyone for playing Laporte or Rodri. I'm sure Rodri's a good GPP, but he's very cheap.
Rodri is. Yeah, he scored a banger over the weekend too.
You think he does it again? He does. He does it in big games usually.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, I'll have my fair share for sure. He hasn't
His
done it
his
yet this
logs
in
are
Champions.
pretty. Yeah, his logs are pretty terrible. But the
It
thing
just
is, in
means
this
less
game,
ownership.
this is what you have to think about for Laporte, Diaz, and Rodri. They're gonna have the possession. They probably have like a 1 to 2 pass floor in this game at minimum, right? So you take that over per se Kyle Walker, who doesn't really pass that much type thing.
Yeah.
And probably if people don't go Cruz, the chalk piece is probably Valverde,
Yeah, just because it's
3,200
cheap.
playing on the wing. I'm not usually a Valverde guy. He played 120 minutes and got 2 points as a right winger last game. So, I mean, he's 3K, right? You say he can't kill you, but he can. He can kill you because you could have done something else. But you like him or not?
He's all right. I mean, I'll have probably 1 or 2 in just my full-on Man City onslaught builds where I just need a Real Madrid piece, and he just fits that by being the cheapest one.
Yeah, and just if we see Nacho at left back, I mean 3K at left back, but we'll see where Ferland Mendy is. Talk about a guy who's very bad in tilting. Ferland Mendy, 3,400.
He's such bait. He's such
So
bait.
bad. He's really bad. He was like my last man in. And man, I regret it. I wish I could have played someone else for free. Like, ugh. But how do you rank your favorite Real Madrid pieces, price aside?
Courtois, number 1. Then Kroos, I guess. Then probably Benzema and Vinny. And
So
that would probably be how I spread my ownership, at least.
mine is gonna be Casemiro.
Oh, and Casemiro up there too.
Casemiro, Vinicius, Cruz. And then Man City, De Bruyne, Mahrez, and Zinchenko.
Yeah.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed a little mini breakdown. It is tougher in Showdown, especially for
Tougher for
GPP.
cash. GPP, it's my bread and butter. Love a GPP.
Yeah,
Big
cash,
boy.
you make one mistake in this kind of game and you're not cashing. But hopefully you guys enjoy. PGA preview coming out this week. MLB cores every day. We're going to keep on crushing soccer. And we'll follow our social, sub, and like. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.